lead right into your question. Part of being aware of what you want to do and matching your school to have the best program to match what you want to do is always a good thing to do, because then you can have the classes and the support and you'll get what you need to be successful. All right, first question. Let's throw it at me. Let's do it.
So what college did you go to and what did you major in?
All right, I applied to UCLA, got accepted at UCLA, and went to UCLA. And I started out my major as anthropology, and then that moved into social psychology, and that moved into psychology. And I graduated with a degree, a Bachelor of Arts degree in psychology from UCLA.
What is your profession and what does it require you to do on a daily basis?
All right, my profession right now is high school administrator. My position in the Huntington Beach Union High School District, that's so formal, is assistant principal of guidance. And the term guidance really describes most of my responsibilities. I guide students in making decisions about their courses, their schedules, about being ready for college, about college applications, college and career readiness. I also oversee special education department and sit in on IEPs. Some days I think my office is complaint central. Anybody who has a complaint, they show up at my door. But that is part of who I am. It's meeting with students, it's meeting with parents, it's listening to concerns, and it's responding to parent concerns. Also, one of my major responsibilities is that huge board that you see right there, and that's the master schedule. Here at Fountain Valley High School, we have 3,600 students and over 120 teachers, and my job is to make sure everyone has 5 to 6 classes, and every teacher teaches 5 to 6 classes, and they have the courses that they need to meet both graduation and college requirements. So one of many things that go on. I also deal with at-risk students, and I deal with students who have SSTs and 504s, which is part of the long laundry list. But generally, it's all about kids. All right, next question.
I actually have a question about what is
You have a question about my question.
with your answer, but what are at-risk risk students?
Those students who are at risk of not earning their high school diploma
Okay.
for a variety of reasons, whether it be emotional, whether it be academic and credit deficient, or there is that category of behavioral needs. And those are the students that are most difficult to reach.
Okay, so what is your favorite and least favorite part of your job?
My most favorite part of this job is the kids. I love, love, love the kids. And that is why I come to work every day. That's why I keep coming back to work every day. It's being able to make an impact and to make your lives better and to help you make good decisions and actually realize your dreams. The worst part of my job is when I have to make decisions that are difficult for parents and students to accept. And that falls in the line of behaviors, suspension, students who are not meeting the requirements for high school graduation. When I have students and parents who come in really despondent and crying and to the point where they want to give up. Those are the hard days. Those are the days when you really think, why? How am I going to be able to help this family? So the best and the worst is all wrapped in together, and it all is about kids. First and last for me, it's about kids.
When you were in high school, is this what you envisioned yourself doing?
Nope. Nope. I went to an all-girls school in West Los Angeles. It was a Catholic high school, and at the time I thought I was going to be a world-famous anthropologist. Have any one of you heard of Margaret Mead? No! She went and lived in the jungles of Africa and studied monkeys and made comparisons to monkeys and human behavior. I have always been about people and about relationships and interactions. So I just thought, oh, that's so cool. I'm gonna pack up my suitcase and go to Africa and live in the jungle. Yeah, not so much. My mother would laugh and say, you don't even like to go camping. You think you're gonna go live in a jungle? So being realistic. So you go from your passion to what you really think you want to do to being more realistic. And once I got to college, psychology seemed to be my thing. Once I got out of college and couldn't find a job, I went back to get a credential to teach. I taught for at least 15 true. I use my psychology every day in big and little ways. And then once I got into teaching, which I loved, kids would stay after class and ask me questions and want to talk to me. And so I just kind of naturally got drawn into administration, where I thought that would be a place where I could actually impact some of the decisions that were being made for kids. So kind of a natural, just went in that direction. You got a minute? Yes. What do you need? Yes, I'll listen. And so I just went from there.
What do you wish you knew when you were our age?
You know, that's such a hard question because you don't know what you need to know until you go through it, until you're faced with the decision. I think I was more aware of what it takes to get a job, interview for a job, just the more practical aspects. I thought everything was going to be fun, and you don't get some days work is work, and not every day is idyllic and perfect, and you have to take the good with the bad. So maybe more, oh Lord, realistic, more not everything is perfect. I can't get straight A's all the time because I was in an all-girls school where I was at the top of the class, where I was praised all the time. You get into college, you get into a school of 50,000, you're one of many. I wish I had been more prepared for that kind of competitive environment. Now the hardest question.
Yeah, to wrap it all together.
Wrapping it up.
What advice do you have for high school students who want to pursue a similar career to yours?
First of all, education is a wonderful place to be. I truly don't regret that I'm not Margaret Mead studying monkeys in the jungle. Education really, you do make an impact on students. You can be here for them. You can listen to what they need and make suggestions and help make things better. To be prepared to do is, first of all, you have to keep your grades up in high school. You have to be competitive because you're going to go to college, whether it be 2-year and then transfer 4-year. So you have to meet those minimum requirements. Do your work, study hard, do the best you can. I would suggest taking an ROP class now to make sure that you like working with children. I have had to let teachers go, believe it or not. And my question to them is, why are you here? Do you even like students? So make sure that, give yourself an opportunity to either do ROP classes or internships. When you do your student teaching, be realistic about it. If you feel like it's just not for you, don't hang in there just because you think you have nothing to do. So make sure it is your, and I'm sure you've heard this before, it is your passion, because teaching is hard. You really have to want to be here, and it has to be the thing that you want to do. And you can't teach a teacher to teach. You have to have some natural affinity. You have to be able to do relationships with students. You have to be able to correct papers. You have to hang in there. You have to listen to all of the things that go around it. So I would say make sure it's what you want to do. Research what it takes to be a teacher. Make sure you get yourself academically in a good place so that you can get into a good college. Follow the process. Do your student teaching. Pair up with a master teacher, and then work at it. And then do the very best you can. And take each day as it comes, because every day is an adventure. I will walk through that door some days and not know what I'm going to have to deal with. And you have to be the kind of person that can go with the flow and take it as it comes. Yay! Please say hi. I call her Regina. Please say hi to Gina for me. Tell her